So I have to ask, your last fight, you came and talked to us afterwards, and that's kind of rare for somebody to come and speak after a loss. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, they asked me to, and I was surprised they asked me to, but I was like, you know what? I can do it. PFL treats me good. They want me to do it. I'll do it. And then it's good to kind of face the music. You know what I mean? Like you do it in the win. You do it during the good times. It's good to do it during the bad times too.
Does it help to kind of talk things out a little bit? Kind of ask questions maybe you hadn't thought of right away?
Yes, I didn't think it would be, but it actually did turn out to be good because one of you guys asked me, what does it mean to you to have the next date already booked? Like you already know when you're fighting. And I said this in another video. She's like, oh shit. It clicked to me where I was like, you're right. Let that shit go. Dust your shoulders off. On to the next one because you already know when you're fighting. You know you're fighting June 23rd. So just have that click for me right there. I was like, oh, that's a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. That made it a lot easier for me to process.
Do you feel like going into this fight you're a little bit more dangerous than maybe the first one because you're coming off a loss and you need the points?
Absolutely. That's very, very well said. I think so for sure. I'm looking for that quick six because kind of in the position where I need it.
And what do you expect from this fight?
A quick six.
And there's rumors that Bellator and PFL may be joining together, PFL may be buying Bellator. Is there somebody in Bellator that you would really like to fight?
I'm fighting this dude on Friday, and I cannot overlook this dude. Nishikawa he's not a slouch. I'm focused fully on this guy, and again, I have to get the finish. So Bellator would be awesome. They did a merger. That would be a million super fights. It would be huge for the entire landscape of MMA. I'm all for it, but focus fully on Friday night.
And the last question for me, what's your prediction for the Final Four?
Final Four.
Final Four in your
division. I think it'll be myself. I think it'll be Olivier. I'm leaning Stevie Ray, and I'm going to go Schultz. I think that's the Final Four.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right over here.
Hi, Maggie Levine with Fight Bananas.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Love the shades.
Thank you.
Good.
Anthony Aiden, shout out.
I like it. So in your debut, obviously it didn't go your way. Have you been able to put that in the rearview mirror?
Yeah, 100%. Like I was just telling her, like I already had my next fight booked. So that was huge, and it made it so much easier for me to just let that shit go and be like, all right, on to the next one. You don't want to let it go in a sense where you don't want to make I had to focus on making the adjustments. I had to do. There's things I could have did better for sure from that fight. So I took that, but just to be able to say fuck it, all right, let that bad taste out of your mouth and focus on the next one was huge.
And not only that, but obviously PFL has that different kind of tournament style of fighting. So what kind of adjustments did you have to make to accommodate that different style, mentally and physically?
Yeah, so the first fight, everyone was asking me that, and I was like, I'm treating this like a regular fight camp. So it was just balls to the wall, like full steam. This one, you're basically going camp to camp, so it's been more of a taper down, taper it back up a little bit, not too crazy, and then taper it back down to fight week. So because it's one big camp, so it's more about maintenance after the first fight. Because I'm already in shape. I've been in shape since February training for this, so it's all about maintaining and focusing more so on the game plan specifically for my opponent.
Would you say you're in the best shape of your life then, seeing as how you don't have to do that yo-yo and fight camp right now?
Yeah, I do think so. Yes, I do think so. But I don't want to say it. It's so cliche. Every fighter says I'm in the best shape. Yeah, this is the best shape of my life. I mean, so I'm not gonna say it, but I do think so.
So your teammate Solomon Renfro also making his debut, 6 days notice.
Yeah.
What can we expect from him? And did he have any reservations about that 6-day notice?
Not to my knowledge. It's a huge opportunity for him. I mean, he could jump in and be a millionaire within a couple of months. So I can't see why there would be any reservations for him. But you can expect violence. The kid's so explosive. I'm so excited for his fight. And don't be surprised if he gets that quick six.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Just one from me today, Shane.